right, friends, y'all ready to get started on applying your Jamberry nails? I'm going to show you today a cold method application. That's a way that you are going to warm up your jams after they're already on your nails. Now, if you come to one of my oh so fantabulous parties, I show you two different ways to do it. I'm filming just one way on this particular video, but I'm going to link another one that shows the different way as well, the warm application. Today, it's the cold application. All right, these right here are the June Hostess exclusive. You cannot purchase these. You got to host a fabulous party in order to get them. Hey, you still have time in June, by the way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my pinky. I'm going to size up. I know that I use the smallest size for my pinky, so I'm going to size it up. I have tweezers and scissors ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that up. I'm going to only cut off about the length that I need, which I sort of eyeball. I trim my nails a little bit because they were just way too long. Now, I normally don't recommend that you trim them beforehand unless you just have really long nails and you don't want them that long. I had not trimmed mine in quite some time, which is not normal for me. I just don't like having long nails, which is weird, but whatever. Okay, if I can get this cut, that'd be great. Okay, so you can see I've got my Jamberry nails. Now, I've noticed when I've done parties, a lot of folks try to put the side that they cut on their cuticle. No. See the round part down here? That's the side that's going to go on your cuticle, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to barely lay it on my nail, okay? Just barely. I want to get it as close to the cuticle as I can. And I cut, you can see I cut mine really long on that one, but that's all right. You see how it's crooked? It's barely on there, so I'm going to be able to easily move and adjust that because it has not been laid down yet. This is why I like the cold method application, because I'm able to look at my fingernail and see what I need to do, like if I need to move it over, all that kind of good stuff. Now, once I have it laying on my nail, I'm going to gently use my orange stick, my cuticle pusher thingamajiggy. Those are the technical terms, okay? And I'm going to work it down just like so, okay? Now, the reason I do this with the orange stick is because I want to get as much pressure on my nail as I can. I have curved fingernails. And if I don't really apply pressure around my cuticles like this, I tend to get some puckering, and I don't want that, okay? Now, what I have next is my heat source. I'm using a rice bag today. I'll tell you how to make this while I put this on there. I'm just going to barely hold it on for a couple seconds, okay? Enough to get warm, and I'm going to put some more pressure on there, okay? Now, the rice bag is simply rice, the slow cook kind, in a little, like you'd make a bean bag. My mother-in-law made them for me. Thank you, Cheryl, because she's crafty and she does all sorts of cool stuff like that. I give those away as hostess gifts, just FYI, okay, because they're kind of nice to have around. All right, so I'm just applying lots of pressure, okay? I apply as much pressure as I can because I know with my curvy nails, it's hard to get it without bubble in it all. But you can see right now, no lifting, everything's cool. I've not trimmed anything yet, okay? Now, before I apply more of my heat, what I'm going to do is take a pair of nail clippers and I'm going to trim. I don't know if you can see my fingernail under there. My fingernail is below where my finger line is. I'm going to trim off just a smidgen. Let me see if I can do it this way so you can see just a smidgen of this, okay? There's a reason, all right? I'll show you the reason in just a second. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just going to warm it up, okay? See, I just trimmed some off, and I'll trim this little side off too. Patience, man. Got it. Now, here's the trick. For especially if you have curvy nails or if you've had any trouble with it lifting on the tips, you're going to take a handy dandy Ziploc bag, right? Wrap your fingernail in it, just like so. This creates a nice surface, okay, so that the heat is distributed evenly. Now, I'm going to hold my rice bag on there, which, by the way, I heated this up for a really long time because I knew it'd be sitting here. So it's nice and warm. Just going to hold it and do a little dance. Sing the Jeopardy theme song, whatever you want to do. I hold mine a little bit longer than you probably need to because I like it to be warm. Okay, now you can see how it wrapped down around it. That's why I trimmed it, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I do all the rest of my fingernails on that hand. And then when it's nice and cool, now if you want to, for good measure, you can go back around again, make sure it's still nice and snug. If you do find that you have any little puckers, all you have to do is put more heat and apply more pressure. It's as simple as that. All right, so see how mine is laying down? You got that picture there? Now, when it's cooled, I'm not going to do it right now because it's warm. When it's cooled down, I'm going to file in a downward motion and just get rid of that excess film right there, that excess wrap, and then I'm going to be good to go. All right? So this is the cold application because I applied it to my finger before I warmed it. So I applied it cold so that I could adjust it, and then I applied my heat. Buff down, baggy trick, okay? You don't have to do this, but I find it works best on my nails, especially because I have such a curve to many, many of them. I do not have flat nails, I have curved nails, all right? So I hope that helps you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye now.